What's good? What's good? We are back. This is the J.R. Love Show. I'm in it to win it, I'm in it, I'm in it, I'm in it to win it, I'm in it, I'm in it, I'm in it to win it, I'm in it, I'm in it, I'm in it to win it, yeah. I'm in it to win it, yeah. 4th of July. The vision with wisdom and rhythm within them. Welcome, y'all. He gives me the vision with wisdom and rhythm within them. We already winning, yeah. He gives me the vision with wisdom and rhythm within them. We already winning, yeah. The devil was in this business to business. Just beginning, the Lord is my witness. Disaster forgiveness is like a magician. It's just forgiving. It's like a transition. He's been on a mission. It's such a transition. He's been on a mission to give you the vision. It's just the beginning. The devil was in it. I know she'll be sinning. It's Christ like living. What up, y'all? What's good? What's good? Happy 4th. What's up? What's up? How y'all living? So I'm J Love. Y'all don't know. Excuse the fireworks in the background. But I throw a podcast at 10 o'clock every day. So we are live on YouTube and we are live on TikTok. So welcome. We're here to talk about relationships. What's up, y'all? Welcome. So, yeah. What's up? Why y'all single, man? So why we single, y'all? That's the question of the day. Why are y'all single? Are y'all happy? Let me ask this. Are you guys happy being single or would y'all rather be in a relationship? Are y'all happy being single or would you rather be in a relationship? We had this conversation yesterday. I mean, it got kind of out of hand. I'll be putting some clips up. It's up on YouTube. If y'all want to go check out the other day, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of hectic. But yeah, I got a question. Are y'all happy being single? Because it came up yesterday, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being single. Okay? Let's make that clear. There's nothing wrong with being single. But my question to you, how are we going to rebuild a community if everybody is single? We already got a bunch of people being raised in a single parent household all like most of my life. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't changed. It's getting better to where, people are starting to get married more. You know what I'm saying? More of a families are being created. You know what I'm saying? I think shout out to Kevin Samuels. He had a lot to do to play in that role, getting our minds back into marriage, marriage minded. And now, it's up to us to figure out from here how are we gonna come together. It started up the pot. They got the conversation started. So how are we gonna figure this out so we can come together in relationships and have a better future? You know what I'm saying? How are we gonna create more generations, more of a family dynamic right now? So the question is, are y'all happy being single? First of all, why are y'all single? And if y'all are single, why are you happy being single? And if you happy being single, tell me, how is being single helping the community? Helping our community, you know what I'm saying, thrive? How is being single helping the community? Because my goal is to build a community, right? So that means we would have to come together. So building a community We got to come together. We can't have this, this whole out of whack where everybody is single because now we don't have any families. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any generational wealth that we trying to create because it just be a bunch of individuals. So if it's a bunch of individuals, you know, that where's the nuclear families coming from? When's the last time y'all been to a family reunion? I believe at family reunions you have grandma, grandpa, sometimes great grandma, great grandpa. You know what I'm saying? And then it trickles down, aunties, uncles, cousins. But that's the nuclear family, right? So we lose all of that if we all single. We lose all of that if we all single. You feel me? So my question to you, how we gonna build the community if everybody's single? Why is everybody single? If you are single, and like what's the benefit? What's the benefits of being single opposed to being in a relationship? Are you guys happy being single? That's the topic of the day. Are you guys happy being single? And how are we gonna rebuild the community if everybody is single? That's the question. That's the topic. That's the dilemma. Can we find a solution? So happy Fourth to y'all. I know y'all hear the fireworks cracking and pockling, but you know, I'm trying to figure it out. That's all I'm trying to do. So we just gonna get a little quick stream in. I'm gonna introduce myself again. I am J.R. Love. I'm a gospel rapper and I'm a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Go check out my links. Please subscribe if you follow me on YouTube. If you on TikTok right now, go check out my YouTube. We also are live on YouTube. I got a podcast every day at 10 p.m. where we talk about relationships, togetherness, how we gonna come together as a people. You know what I'm saying? Like all of the above. So go ahead and follow me you know, on YouTube, follow me on TikTok, follow me on all the platforms, and let's have a conversation. Next time I'm on here, I'll be bringing guests in. So you guys will be able to click in and actually join the conversation. If you're on YouTube, if you want to see the show, it's live on TikTok. If you want to hear this stream again, check it out on YouTube. Okay? So, yeah, so I'm going to just jump right into it. So, how do y'all feel about being single? How do we feel about being single? If y'all single, all the single people, how do y'all feel about being single? Are we happy? And if you're not happy, how can we fix it? So, what's the problem with relationships? Is expectations too high? Is it a money issue? Like, what's the real issue of people being single that are unhappily single? Is it not enough men? Is it not the right kind of women? Is it a shortage on something? Like, what's the issue? How can we find an issue and fix it? Is it a fixable issue? So, ladies, is it a fixable issue as to why most of us are single? Is it a money thing? Because my last live stream, we did talk about money. And yes, money matters. But at the same time, money does not come the way you think it does. Most millionaires, you know where the money is? The money is up here. You have to bring that out of your person. because the ideas are here. That's why when you like somebody and they don't have the money yet, the money could come. Because every person that's a millionaire, billionaire right now, they had to come up with a plan of action. They didn't just all of a sudden wake up and become a multi-millionaire. They had to have a plan of action. They had to have support. They had to have a team behind them and a plan and a goal. And they failed multiple times before they succeeded. Then they became a millionaire. And that's where you want your dude at already. Think about all the struggles and all the people that helped him get to where he's at. He's probably already, he's tied up. His community is enwrapped already. Is wrapped. His circle is small. So the money comes from here. The money comes from your mind. So you could be with your dude and he has nothing. You know what I'm saying? But he may have that drive. He may have that $1 million idea. You know what I'm saying? That $1 million idea is up here. So you ladies can bring that out of a man easily. And most men who succeed have good women in their life. Most men. Because that's how it works. Yin and the yang. Y'all balance us out. Y'all keeping us focused. Give us more motivation for us to go do what we need to do. Because we got something to take care of. We got a wife at home. We got a woman at home. We got kids at home. It ain't just individualized. Motivation can come from anywhere, but most of the time it comes from a woman and it comes from children. That motivates us a lot to do a lot of stuff that we do as men. So at the same time, when we're focused on just ourselves, that's fine. But it would be nice to have somebody helping us along the way. You know what I'm saying? It would be a lot easier. We would get to places a lot quicker as far as our career goes, as far as our lifestyle goes. If we working together, passing resources here, help the resources over there. He know how to do something that I don't know how to do. She know how to do something I don't know how to do. We all sharing resources, sharing information. We could get places a lot quicker. We could get to our destination a lot quicker. But we're not, focused on togetherness. Everybody's focused on being individuals. So if everybody's focused on being individuals, it's taking us so long to build. And the ones that have built, they sitting up in these mansions by themselves because they have isolated everybody else out. Now it don't even make sense. You in a 20,000 square foot house and you by yourself. We can't be chasing the bag, you know what I'm saying, for a 20,000 square foot house with a bunch of empty rooms. It doesn't make sense. That's why we need friends, we need family, you know what I'm saying? We need people that can fill that space, that can fill that void. You don't want to be in a 20,000 square foot house by yourself. That's why we need to come together. We need to build relationships, build families, create something to pass down to your children, to your friends, to your, you know what I'm saying? Leave some kind of legacy behind. Instead of you just passing away and then that money just goes straight to the government because you haven't built a family. You don't have a family. Who's gonna get the money when you pass? What are you passing it down to? What are you grinding so hard for? Are we grinding for an empty house? Welcome. What's up, y'all? So if you're new to my channel, this is the JR Love Show. We talk about a lot of things. Right now, we're just trying to figure out how we can come together. My goal is to have us come together by fixing relationships. I feel like our culture is, we're getting better, we're getting stronger, but it's still a bunch of individuals out here, not a lot of families. So I'm here to figure out what the issue is, to see if we are happily single, or we are, or do we need to refocus our thoughts, re, you know, fix our minds, and come together and fix these issues that we're having. If you guys are unhappily single, because it's fixable. It's fixable. Everything we going through right now is fixable. There's a solution on the table that's fixable. Now the presidency, I don't know how y'all feel about the election. How y'all feeling about this election? It's, I don't know what to say. It's very interesting, the choices that we have to choose from, right? Like like that's why it's important, you know what I'm saying, to get ahead of this stuff. That's why we talk about it now, because it's getting dangerous, really. It's like you got people that's out of touch with reality. Oh god, screen falling off. Start talking, stuff started bumping and stuff. You got people that's out of touch with reality, that's trying to run the country. That's dangerous. They don't know what's going on day to day out here. They don't know. Do they understand that the average income is $53,000 a year for the average American? But then rent, especially in California, rent is 3,300. You know what I'm saying? For a 1 bedroom to studio apartment, and now they talking you got to make 5 times the rent. So you got thousands, hundreds of thousands of people homeless. A lot of them come up here to make it. You know what I mean? And a lot of them just can't afford it. So now you got the whole streets flooded with the homeless. So how can we fix this? My goal is to fix it with relationships. We come together in relationships, we can fix the economy by building families, building, you know what I mean? You guys come up with ideas, build a business, create jobs for each other. Have something to pass down to your families and your children. That can help the community. That could boost the economy. You know what I mean? That could save a lot of things. So I believe that's the easiest way to start. The streets is gonna be the streets. The violence is gonna be the violence on the streets, regardless of what's going on. But the easiest way to fix that is if the men are happy. How are the men happy? What makes men happy? Having their finances together and family, right? If you look at Dubai, yeah, they got multiple wives or whatever. They have multiple wives or whatever. But the men are happy. There's no crime, no violence out there, and all of them are extremely wealthy. That's a blueprint. I'm not saying that's a healthy one, but it is one that is working. That's a system that is working. So if you know about Dubai, yeah, they have their crime rate is zero because most of the men are happy. So imagine if you know you and your dude come up with a plan to make y'all millionaires, and you help him succeed, and he help you succeed together. Because we starting from the bottom. We ain't got oils. We ain't got oil spewing up out of the ground. You know what I mean? We starting from scratch. So if we're both starting from scratch, why can't we put our resources together, come together as a team, and build generational wealth together? And find other people that's wanting to do the same thing, and we all put our resources together. 5 people, 10 people with a good credit score and enough money could buy an apartment complex. Now you're building something. Now you have a source of income. Now you build off of that source of income, and then you keep building and building. A group of people can get things done. A bunch of people can get things done. 10 friends can get things done. 20 friends can get more things done. And so on and so on. Togetherness. 20 people invest into a 1,000 unit or 10, 100 unit complex. And all y'all eating off of that. All y'all eat off of that. What's wrong with doing it like that? Leaving something for your families. That takes togetherness. You can't be an individual your whole life. You need people. Easiest way to meet people is to have relationships. That's the easiest way. Because y'all not about to be out here just meeting random strangers and just be like, oh, that's my friend. Having a friend is different. But having a partner and a spouse, that's something completely opposite. Friends, they'll come and go. But I know relationships that's lasted for 50, 60 years. I know friendships that's lasted that long too, but you cannot tell me that a closeness with your partner is the same as your friendship with the dude that you grew up with. It's not the same. It's not the same. Because the partner, the person that you're sleeping next to, you know what I'm saying, they will die for you. They will put their life down on the line for you. You feel me? And so if you got people that's doing that, that's different from your friend. Even though your friends, there's some friends that will do that for you. And those are the friends that you keep close. All these other people, you only get 1, 2 real friends in your life. But the closest thing that's gonna be to you is gonna be your partner, your spouse. That's always gonna be the closest person to you. So being single, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with it. But having a family, you know what I'm saying, having something to fight for, you know what I'm saying, having something to leave something down to, I feel and I think both emotions that can save the community, that can rebuild our economy. When the average person is making $53,000 a year across the board, across nationalities. So if 2 people making 53,000, how much is that? Now you in the 100,000 range, right? That changes both of your lifestyles just by coming into a relationship. If y'all willing to put your money together. But, you know, we know what it is right now. We know why the top 10% of men just have all the women mostly. Because what do y'all want? $100,000, and up when the average income is 53,000. So that's half the population is not making that. More than half. So y'all playing dangerous games instead of just building because the money come from here. I told you. Money come from your mind. The $1 million Bill Gates made, he had to come up with a software. That came out of here. He was married the whole time he was doing that. So was Steve Jobs. They're married when they doing these things. Elon Musk is married. It's funny how all the billionaires are married. Bill Gates just got divorced, but he was married for what, 30 years? They were married. People, they built a whole system, a whole team of people. They employed billions of people because of the money that they came up with here first. So they needed a support system. They needed a team. They come up with friends. They brought teammates along. They had a spouse helping them. Then they built up to the billionaires that we know today. I'm telling you, they had to do it with a team. You cannot be multimillionaires and billionaires without having a team together, togetherness. That's what I'm preaching. Togetherness, coming together. Easiest way to do that is through relationships, building families, passing something down to your children. Y'all, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna play a song for y'all. I do got a little bit more music for you guys. So those of you that don't know me, I am a gospel rapper and I am a comedian. So I'm gonna play one of my songs for you guys. Some of you guys have heard this, some have not, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'll call on the Lord. So shout out to everybody that's listening. TikTok, YouTube. Call on the name of the Lord. Call on the name of the Lord. He gets you right through this. Not like you just do this. Just pledge your allegiance to God. He gets you right through this. He said all the time. He knew we would do this. He called on the name of the Lord. Turning it right into students. Just sit back and watch how I do this. Like watching a movie. I'm walking you through this. Call on the name of the Lord. Call on the name of the Lord. Without you me through this, I call on the Lord. He led me right through this. He told me to do this to help save the world. I'm making this music. I gave you my heart, so please do not lose this. I gave God my soul, so you can't abuse it. I put on my history, so I cannot lose it. He gave me my destiny. I'm just walking through it. Watch how I do it. You know, watch how I do it. Call on the Lord. He gets you right through it. Call on the name of the Lord. Call on the name of the Lord. He gets you right through this. No, like you just do this. Just pledge your allegiance to God. He gets you right through this. We sin all the time. He knew we would do this. He died for our sins. We already won, and we cannot lose this. Call on the name of the Lord. Call on the name of the Lord. What up? What up? What up? So yeah, what up? This is the JR Love Show. Yeah, that was a quick little snippet, snip, snap, stibbity, snap, snap of my music. You know, so yeah, like I was saying, togetherness. You know what I'm saying? Coming together as a people is the easiest way, I think, to rebuild the economy, to rebuild the community. You know what I'm saying? And help us get to the next level as a culture. You know what I'm saying? We've been through a lot, and it's time that we elevate. You know what I'm saying? The only way to elevate is if we coming together. You know what I'm saying? And fixing our internal issues. We got so much damage through the gangs and stuff. It's just, I mean, some of it can be fixed because I understand that's family. It's people's children that's been getting killed and people that you know that's close to you, friends, family, and brothers, and you know what I'm saying, and fathers, and it runs so deep. So, but where do we go from here? Where do we go? The rest of us, where do we go? How can we build? How can we change the narrative? How can we change the narrative of our lives? How can we change our own future? How can we take this negative and turn it into a positive? all the stuff that's happened to us as a culture. How can we take that and elevate our lives so we don't all have to deal with poverty? Can we all come together as a unit and figure out something financially for everybody so we all could come up at the same time, not just individualizing ourselves and keeping ourselves to ourselves, keeping our resources to ourselves, keeping all the stuff that we got to ourselves instead of passing them along to our, you know what I mean, to our friends, families, co-workers, anybody that want to get on. We need to start putting everybody on. You know what I'm saying? Togetherness, putting everybody on. Like, why is it that you go through a bunch of people's family, it be one, two people that's millionaires or you know what I mean, multi-millionaires, and they just leaving everybody else out to dry? Why is it the whole family can't be something? You look at all these other companies, those are family names, family crescents, Hermes, family name. You know what I'm saying? All these designer clothes, those are family names. They took their whole family and made it into something. Why? What's stopping us from doing that as a culture? What's stopping us? Excuse the fireworks. It is 4th of July, so happy 4th, everybody. But what's stopping us from coming together? Like being single. I understand it's okay. But right now, to rebuild the community, we need relationships. We need togetherness. We need people coming together, having families, you know what I mean? Building more generational wealth for ourselves. And that starts with relationships. The streets is gonna be the streets. The way you fix the streets, the man need to be happy. What makes men happy? Money, for one, stability. We ain't out here doing nothing crazy if we happy. A wife, kids, family, all that stuff makes men happy, right? So if the men are happy, my example was Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Dubai, the system is working. The fighting level is low. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is going on out there is working. Men are happy. What's wrong with being happy? Everybody's happy. People are more safe when black men and other races of men are happy. If we all came together, got our finances together, we all could be happy together. Shout out to everybody joining the chat. We come together, you know what I'm saying? We could build the community back easily. But it takes relationships, it takes us coming together, it takes teamwork. All the billionaires, that's funny. All the billionaires that you know, right? They have teams of people that help them become billionaires. They didn't do it on their own. Steve Jobs didn't do it on his own. He had to design a software that he went to school for, but he took that software and he had a whole team of people helping him build a brand, build a company. Now it's a staple. You know what I'm saying? Now it's $1 trillion company off of idea. But it took teamwork. It took the whole. Why can't we all, as a community, come up with something as a community that we could put into something, and then we all benefit from it together, the whole community. Everybody signs something, we put all into something, one big pot, and we all have a part of it. We all get income from it. Does that make sense if we, as a community, to all be making money together instead of something individualized that's taking us harder? You working 40 hours, 60 hours a week when three, four people could cut whatever job y'all doing in way more than half. So coming together, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with a whole community making money and helping each other build and come up with ideas and stuff? Come up with our own events. We do a block party like every now and then, but imagine if we did it all the time, where we had vendors out all the time. We all be able to make money, right? Isn't that helping the community? You feel me? So yeah, thanks for watching. You know what I'm saying? This is J Love Show, JR Love Show. We here every day at 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I talk about all kind of stuff. So today it's about togetherness. You know what I'm saying? We also live on YouTube, so follow my YouTube. If you're on YouTube, follow my TikTok. We're live on TikTok and YouTube right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Follow my Instagram, follow my pages. You know what I'm saying? I'm a gospel rapper, comedian. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm preaching, preaching togetherness. You feel me? So, thanks for watching. Um, and yeah, follow my page. Send me some, some comments. Appreciate you guys for watching and listening. Deuces.